Okay, we'll finish up the Essential Mathematics for Computational Design, 4th edition from Rhea Isa. This is just the first chapter. We're going to go into matrices and transformations next and see how I can handle that with my mind. And what I did on this script was, this is tangent circles. I actually decided to just script basic script that comes from this Grasshopper using expression nodes and understanding how to find midpoints of lines. And you can go through and figure that one out in a sense of downloading and maybe going into the full script that's associated with all the things you can learn in this wonderful handout that's for free online. But what I'm going to do is stay to my Python script down here and stay just thinking about 2 points on the curves. That basically, it's a simple script that can find the tangent between two spheres, whatever their size, and those two spheres are dependent on 2 points wherever you want to move them, and they outcome with two spheres when you're done. So pretty simple script. And the one thing I did was, when I brought it in the Grasshopper node, I thought it'd be more interesting to go into here and actually, I want to get rid of those other ones and just have these ones. I thought it would be more interesting to bring in the points and bring in several points into the first section and then just one in the second. And then actually what you can have is a pretty cool kind of series of spheres that kind of react to one another off the same script. All you had to do is input more points. These parametric studies are amazing if you want to start playing with geometries and forms and building and having fun. And that's exactly what I want to do. So we're going to go into the Python script, which basically writes out the script in one node. I put it up in my snippets, which are my Python snippet scripts, and I may put those up on GitHub. I probably will, because I'm putting everything up on there. And we'll keep this series going and try and get through this Central Mathematica in a matter of days. It's a nice thing, but you know, I look online, I see the scripts. It's like I like somebody talking me through it and having problems and doing what they're doing. You have to remember, in every case when you're bringing these in, you have to click here and go to type hint and make sure that's a 0.3 point, as you can see here. I didn't say that in the last one, but if you're not typing in your type hints, type 3 point, and this one being a float, I believe. Yeah, a float. If you're not setting your type hints, you're going to have trouble with working with the Python script. Anyway, so let's open up this one, and there it is, and we'll just bring that script out on top of here. My face is in the way. Lovely. Let's bring this one out on top, and we'll have a look at what's being written. And it's not too hard. That's a pretty simple script, importing Rhino, and you're able to find a point between A and B, which is basically vector tools that they teach you in this Essential Mathematics. So type it in, make sure you're using your cap locks when you need to, and your small letters when you want. Use your parentheses, think of the order of operations, and find yourself your center 1 and your center 2, which is find the midpoint between A and D, and find the midpoint between D and B. And they've got some nice examples of how to do that, but the math is not hard. You find the radius of the spheres, which basically radius 1, radius 2 is A dot distance 2, A dot B dot distance 2, and to the variables you set up as C1 and C2, and you create spheres to assign to output, which is basically S1 and S2, so you can pull them out. You don't have to do that, but I'm starting to do that on my own, so I think it's nice whenever there's a script that I can kind of, even if you cut and paste this, you should take the time to rewrite it and rewrite the pseudocode in the using the hashtag in the comment lines as well. Pretty simple script, fun to play with. We'll close it out. Okay, and we'll have a little fun with that. And there you go. You've got a pretty cool little script that's you can take into doing different things. If you wanted to run that with the other one, you run them at the same time, keep the other ones blue, and have the same kind of, if you brought this one up into here, if we brought that one down in here, you'd have fun playing with both of them parametrically responding to one another as 2 different colors. Kind of a fun little exercise and a very, very boring game, but enough to entertain my wife and entertain my kids. So have fun with this. Keep going. We're going to go into matrices and transformations, which is going to start complicating things and bring me back to my grade 12 math, and we'll see how I end up, fighting uphill with that stuff.